Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be very different because as you notice, I'm not wearing my glasses. So, why am I not wearing my glasses today? Well, I wanted to do a special kind of very different video. That's a bonus video. You're getting two videos today, which is highly irregular. I usually only do one video. Um, Today's bonus video is in honor of the fact that today is my anniversary with my wonderful, awesome boyfriend. Um, it is our second anniversary together. Um, and so I'm scrambling to get all the things done so that the videos can go up and we can go out and enjoy our amazing anniversary dinner and give each other our presents and enjoy this spectacular day. We've been looking forward to it for the past couple of months. We are really incredibly happy together. So a lot of people often ask me about our relationship and different things. So I thought that I would answer some of those questions in this video and give you a little bonus video. And people are always asking me about my eyes and what I look like without glasses. So I thought that I would kind of combine all of those things together for this video. Yes, I can see without my glasses. I just can't see super far away. And some things are a little blurry without them. But yeah, I can see without them. And this is what I look like without my glasses on. And for the first 12 years of my life, I never wore glasses at all, and then they were just for reading. I didn't start wearing glasses all of the time until I was in my 20s. So if you knew me before my 20s, this is how you saw me all the time. So this will be nothing new to you. But for those of you who didn't know me before that time, this will be a new look for you and a new way of seeing me. So welcome to that way of being. Okay, so let's get started with things. My mom actually knew my boyfriend before I did. She met him online. I'm not 100% sure how they met. I think it was through a mutual friend's stream on twitch.tv. They met and became friends, and she messaged me one night or talked to me one night or yelled at me from another room because I was living with my mom at the time. And she said, "There's this great guy. You should meet him." And I said, "Mom, I have a boyfriend," because at the time I did have a boyfriend. It was not a fantastic relationship. I was going through some problems or whatever, but I was really intent on making that relationship work, and I was really dedicated to it and really dedicated to that person at that particular point in time. And I was like, "Mom, I have a boyfriend. Like, I'm totally invested in this and I really, really love him. Like, what are you doing?" She's like, "But there's this really great guy and he would be really great for you." And I'm just like, "Mom, you're crazy. I'm set." And she was like, "Well, whatever. You can make a really great friend." And I'm like, "I'm all about making friends. Okay, I'll be nice to him, whatever." Um, and then I was doing a charity event. And she said, "There's this guy and he streams. Remember, I was telling you about him. You should at least meet him." So I was like, "Oh, okay, great. We can always use more people." So he was going to sign up for it. So basically, I was so involved with just, I need more people, whatever. Can you do this? Great, whatever. Like, I was just very all business. And he seemed nice enough. And so I was like, "Okay, you can join, my charity thing, my charity marathon. Great, show up at this time. Great, you seem nice enough, whatever." So, like, we were pleasant and we were friendly, but it wasn't really like talking or anything. So then it was his time to stream for the marathon, and I thought, I should probably go to this guy's stream and check it out and support him because he's doing this nice thing for my marathon and I'm running it. So probably you should throw the guy a bone and show up. And so I went and we started talking, and I was in college at the time, and I had just started, and I was in a major that really wasn't great for me, but I hadn't figured that out yet. And so I was like, I'm passionate about this major mode and I'm really excited about it. And I go in there and he starts ripping it to shreds. and telling me how he thinks it's bogus and horrible and dumb and just horrible. And I'm like, I like this guy. He's not afraid to tell me what he thinks, flat out. He's just completely honest. He's not afraid to hurt my feelings. He's not doing it in like a mean way. He's just like, this is how I feel about it. Like, I'm sorry if that upsets you, but like, this is how I feel. This is what I think. This is why I think it. You know, and it wasn't like malicious either. I don't know if I'm explaining that quite well. You know, he was just kind of like, you know, this is what I think about that particular topic. And I was like, wow, don't hold anything back. And he's like, no, 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 like, I'm not trying to be offensive. And like, we had a complete discussion about it. And I told him, you know, the things that I liked about it. And he was like, well, that's cool, but I think this. And it was neat to be able to talk to somebody intellectually. And I was just like, I like this guy straight from the start. And I was like, hey, maybe mom was right. Maybe we will be friends. And from that night on, we were really good friends. But the really weird thing was, it's really weird when you're friends with somebody of the opposite sex and you get along really well. And unfortunately for him, he ended up being one of those people that I came to with like my guy problems. And I felt really bad because I was like, oh, my boyfriend's making me cry again. My boyfriend really hurt my feelings again. My boyfriend's really making me miserable again. Because that was really the theme of like my life. I'm feeling really sick. It was like two things. It was either I'm feeling really, really sick because my body hates me again, or my boyfriend's making me cry again. And it seemed like those were the two things that really was coming from my sector. And that's really not nice, right? But somehow he liked me anyway. And I just thought, how can this guy still like me if those are the two things that I'm always talking to him about? But for whatever reason, he kind of still thought I was cool. And we had quite a bit in common outside of that. I mean, we liked video games. We liked doing the thing for charity. We had my mom and quite a few friends in common. We kept running into each other, not just because of my charity thing, but because of all of the friends that we had in common and the different places that we went to. And he started coming to my live stream because I live streamed, and then I started going to his, and we just spent it like a lot of time together, and we were running in the same circle. So then I broke up with that boyfriend, and as was my pattern forever, I didn't stay single very long. So I jumped into a relationship with another boyfriend that I knew through my school. And he was like, is that really a good relationship to be in? Because not only did you not really spend that much time between boyfriends, but this boyfriend has, like, it seems some problems too. And I was like, I know what I'm doing. And plus, it's like a rebound boyfriend, and you know, whatever. I know what I'm doing. Which, of course, I didn't. And I really didn't think it was going to end up being anything. But it ended up being something because, well, number one, I'm kind of a serial monogamist. So that's a thing. I'm not really good at like, oh, this is just a rebound thing. I'm not good at that. And two, I ended up having a lot more in common with that person than I thought I was going to have. Well, that was a shock. And I ended up having a lot more feelings than I thought I was going to have because I have all the emotions times 100. So I ended up being really, really, really in a relationship really, really, really fast and not 100% over the last relationship either. So it was this very intense, very fast, very, oh my God, all the things. Not over that, really in this, really whoa, head spin, all the things. And it became a situation where, again, I was like, oh my God, my body hates me. Oh my God, my boyfriend's making me cry. Oh my God, what did I do? Oh my God. And he was my friend through all of that. So now it's like 2 boyfriends he sat through. He sat through all my medical stuff. He sat through like great, happy, fun stuff too. But I mean, for somebody to sit through all of your crap, in addition to the good stuff, that's pretty awesome, right? I thought so. I really thought so. So when that relationship went really, really badly and I left it, I was upset. I was really upset, but I was also kind of relieved because when you're in a lot of pain, a significant amount of pain, and you're not sure if you just made the right decision or not because you really felt a lot in that relationship. I mean, a lot of emotions. And you're not sure if you made the right decision or not, if that relationship was a good thing to leave, or if you just made a mistake or not. And you're not sure if you're making the right choices in your life, and you're so unsure if anything you're doing is right, and you feel like literally you could be falling apart. And you're just all over the place. You know, what do? You go to a really, really great friend, and he was a really great friend to me. And so I went to him. He was the first person that I thought of, and that was really special to me. And he was just a friend for that. He wasn't being pervy. He wasn't trying to like hit on me. He wasn't trying to be more than a friend. He was just legitimately, "Are you okay?" And that meant a lot to me. And I kind of realized that, hey, he's the person that I want to talk to about stuff. He's the person that I trust the most. I really like him. I really like spending time with him. I really think he's nice. I really wish that I could hang out with him because he would talk about doing fun things. He would talk about going places and seeing things and things that he liked to do. And he had interests that were similar to my interests. He had interests that weren't my interests, but I didn't know if they could be. And I could imagine what his life was like. And I could imagine spending time with him and enjoying that. And I liked that idea. And I just wondered if he ever had similar thoughts to that. And then I kind of realized that from the minute that I met him, I kind of had a little bit of a crush on him, but I never wanted to admit that because it felt like such a huge betrayal to the relationship that I was in. And I was so committed to it, and I felt so much to that relationship that I never wanted to admit that because I felt that even having a crush was betraying that relationship utterly. Even though in that particular relationship, I was being cheated on outright, admittedly. And secretly, because in that relationship, that particular person's phone was riddled with inappropriate texts and emails, and their computer was full of logs and logs of inappropriate things to other people. But I was feeling guilty for having a crush on someone who was my friend that I had never done anything inappropriate with at all. Anyway, so I had realized that, hey, maybe I actually like him. And so we decided, I'm single, you're single. Well, not exactly. We were both single, and I liked him. And I had told him that there was somebody that I liked. And he was trying to guess who it was, and I got really, really nervous because I was really afraid of being rejected. And I told him, he guessed lots of people and he was wrong. And then he guessed himself, and I told him that it wasn't him because I choked. And I felt horrible. I felt horrible that whole entire day. I felt like a jerk because I didn't know if he wanted it to be him. I didn't know if I'd hurt his feelings in saying that it wasn't him. And I had just lied to him. And it was the first time I had ever lied to him. And it felt awful. I hate lying to anybody, even if it's an important lie or like a little lie. I don't like it. It doesn't sit well with me, and I don't do it often, and it just it eats me up inside. So I wrote him this long email apologizing and saying that it was a lie and saying why I like him and that I was afraid of being rejected and that I had to do it in an email because I couldn't be dishonest and I had to tell him, but I couldn't tell him on the phone or on Skype or on cam because I was too chicken. I was just too chicken and I was too afraid of rejection and I couldn't do it. But I had to do it. So I like you. And so he came home from work and he wanted to Skype call with me and I was freaking out. I did not want to take the call because I did not want a rejection. But it wasn't a rejection. He liked me too. And we started dating and we were both single, so it was okay. Although my ex-boyfriend didn't think it was okay because it was fairly soon since we broke up and he thought there wasn't enough time of a mourning period between our breakup and when I got together with my now current boyfriend. And there's still like some tension there over that. I have never been a person who has been single long. I don't like being by myself. I'm a relationship person. I've always been that way. But I can honestly say that the relationship was over when this one began. There was no overlapping, which I'm quite proud of because I can honestly say that has not always been the case, and I feel like it's important that that is clear and that that's the way things were done, because I feel like that's fair and that's nice and that's the right way to do things. And I'm really happy, and I have been happy these past 2 years, and we have been very happy, and we had an in-person visit a couple months later. And then we started making plans for us to move in together, and we have been cohabitating since then, and we are very happy. And our moms have met. We talk about our families to each other. We have met each other's families. We have met each other's friends a little. I've met more of his friends than he's met my friends just because he hasn't been able to spend that much time in New York since we all kind of moved to his neck of the woods and moved out of my original neck of the woods. So we're closer to his people than, my people. So I've met more of his kind of people than he's met of my people. Hopefully that'll change someday. He knows of my people more than he's actually met them. Hopefully that'll change at some point. But we're close. We always say that we're each other's favorite. We're very good friends still. I think our friendship, knowing each other for a few years before we started dating, I think was actually really kind of important for us, and it still is. Like our friendship, the fact that we know each other so well, that we can talk to each other so easily, even about hard stuff, is really good. Sometimes we argue, sometimes we disagree, sometimes we don't like each other very much some days, but we work through it. And even when I'm not happy with him, he's still my favorite person. I still think he's awesome. I still respect him, even if I disagree with him or I don't like what I'm hearing. I still value his opinion. It's a fine line. I don't think there's ever been a point where I've been like, see ya. I can with certainty say that this is the best relationship that I've been in. It's my favorite relationship that I've been in, and I'm the happiest I've ever been to date. And I'm really excited for our anniversary. It means a lot to me, and I am genuinely super happy. And I wish that everybody could feel this level of happiness in their life and in their relationships. And a lot of people ask me what the kind of key to the happiness is because they see us and we're like laughing and we're happy and we're doing things, and they want to know like what's the secret or what do we do or is there anything special or anything like that, and we just try to have a good time. Sometimes we'll go out and we'll just drive and have like adventures and just see where we end up, or we just do things that we like together. We try to compromise. um we talk to each other. I mean, nothing is 100% ever perfect. I don't think that your goal should ever be perfect or what's perfect for somebody else. You need to do what works for both of you. I think you have to not let outside things influence you too much, like not let friends influence you too much or anything else. Like, you need to be focused on two of you and what makes your life work, and really live your life. What's the life for the both of you and your life as individuals, and encourage each other to do things that make you happy. He's always encouraged me to do things that make me happy or things that I need, or um, whatever, and vice versa. I like to encourage him to do things that he needs or wants to do. I always encourage him to um, take part in the activities that he likes to do or spend time with his friends or whatever, even if that means that it doesn't involve me. I would rather him be happy. And I'm a grown up. I can take care of myself. I can find things to do solitarily, or, I can get together with a friend and do something with them. So we don't always have to be doing things together to be happy, but we are happy when we are together. And I think it's finding that balance is a really important good thing. So yeah, I wanted to create this bonus video to talk a little bit about our relationship and how super awesome it is. So yeah, it's my anniversary today. 2 happy, blissful years, and I am out celebrating, and I am wearing this lipstick because it is one of his favorites on me, and I wanted him to be super duper happy seeing me in it, and I wanted to make this super happy special bonus video celebrating our anniversary. So happy anniversary, dear. Hope that you actually watch this video, because occasionally he doesn't watch my videos. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, but I hope that because it's celebrating our anniversary and it's a special bonus video that he will, and because it's all about our relationship and us. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are liking the videos that I'm putting out on my channel, I hope that you'll subscribe if you haven't already. I put out videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes there will be a video like this that will be a bonus video. But basically that will be my schedule from here on out, and I hope that you enjoyed the videos this week. I've been working really hard to provide different video content. I am working on my background to make it a little bit better. I know that our bed is kind of a thing because it's in there and you're seeing our comforter, and sometimes it's nicely put in, and then like today it's kind of crumpled mess. Just realized that, and just realized that the backdrop is a little like askew. I will fix it for the next video, and I know that our lighting's been weird and I've been going in and out of focus a little. I am going to work on these things to try to make them better, so the video quality and content is going to get better over time for you guys. I am fairly new at this. I do want to make the videos better and as nice as they can be for you guys. Um, I'm just kind of doing videos for people back home that kind of can't see me on a regular basis because I've moved so far across the country, and for friends and for myself, just so I can make some cool stuff. And then if other people want to come and join this journey with me, I'm totally cool with that. And you're totally welcome. I want this to be a safe, fun, wonderful space for everybody. So if you're enjoying what I'm doing, you're welcome to join the clan, and we would love to have you. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.